For centuries, humans controlled the Earth, creating a virus that provided intelligence to apes. But this virus has also caused humans to lose their intelligence and the ability to speak. This caused a war between humans and apes, but there was an ape that could make humans and apes live in harmony. His name was Caesar. But Caesar had died, and the other apes were carrying out the last ritual to commemorate Caesar. Many generations after Caesar's death, one day, there were 3 young apes climbing the highest cliff to look for eagle eggs. Those apes were Noah, Anaya, and Suna. They got 3 eagle eggs, but according to their tradition, they had to leave 1 egg. They needed those eggs for a coming-of-age ceremony. Noah didn't get the egg, but he happened to see another nest on the highest cliff, the most difficult to reach, but he still climbed the cliff. Noah almost fell, but he finally managed to get the egg. They were shocked to find the blanket on the horse they were riding on was missing. Turns out, the blanket was taken by someone. They chased that person, arriving near the valley. Actually, they were forbidden to cross the valley, but Anea took the courage to take the blanket that was hanging on. There was blood on the blanket, but it wasn't ape's blood. It was human blood, which they called echoes. Arriving at the village, the villagers greeted them happily. Noah's mother was also happy to see her son succeed in getting an eagle's egg on the highest cliff. The mother told Noah to meet his father, who was an ornithologist. Noah's father was proud of his son, who succeeded in climbing the highest cliff, but he sniffed the smell of human blood on Noah's blanket. The apes clans thought that humans were enemies, so Noah's father sent his soldier to find the human. At night, Noah was repairing his mother's fish dryer. He was shocked to see a human scavenger in the hut. The human stole their fish, and worse, Noah's egg was broken because of the human. Afraid that his father would be disappointed, Noah decided to look for a new egg that same night. Noah went looking for a replacement egg, but that night he heard noises coming from the forest. When he checked it, Noah found lots of apes killed, and he didn't know them. It was Noah's father's troops who had killed them, and suddenly another troop came over. Noah was hiding, finding out that the troop was led by a gorilla. They came here to look for humans. Unfortunately, Noah's horse came out, so the troop used it to look for Noah's clan. The troops led by the gorilla slaughtered all of Noah's clan using their electric shock device. Noah's father asked Noah to help, and Noah rushed upstairs. Noah and his father freed all the eagles. Then the gorilla came, causing the fight unavoidable. In that fight, Noah fell from a height, electrocuted by the gorilla. When Noah woke up, Noah found himself alone. There was no one else in his village, even his father had died. Of course, Noah was so sad, and he immediately buried his father, while promising to bring all his clan back home. On his way, Noah was followed by his father's eagle, and he found his mother's clothes on the road. This was Noah's first time to see the outside world. The eagle always followed Noah, but it didn't make friends with him. Noah continued his journey, seeing smoke on a cliff, then immediately checked it. It led Noah to a place where he met an orangutan named Raka. Noah explained that his entire clan had been murdered by a raider tribe of apes. Raka said his friend was also murdered by the troops. Then Raka showed a book to Noah. Turns out Raka was a follower of Caesar. Raka explained that Caesar was kind, uniting humans and apes. Caesar was the leader of all the apes clan from ancient times, and Raka was one of Caesar's followers. But unfortunately, all of Caesar's followers had been slaughtered, and he was the only one left. Noah told Raka that he had seen humans, and he thought humans were just annoying. But Raka said that there was a time when humans and apes lived side by side, and it was because of Caesar. At that time, they saw a human who often stole Noah's fish, and it seemed like the human followed Noah. That's why Raka decided to follow Noah's journey, because he really wanted to meet humans and study them. At night, when they were resting, the human came back, approaching Raka and Noah. Looked like the human was very hungry. Raka gave her food, and out of pity, Raka also gave her a blanket so that she wouldn't get cold. The situation has been reversed. The human has now become like an animal, while the animal actually has human-like characteristics. That night, Noah was walking around. Then he arrived at the observatory. There, Noah saw a telescope which could see stars. Noah didn't know anything, so he immediately looked into it and was very surprised by what he saw. The human also followed Noah, looked into the telescope and gave the same reaction as Noah. Feeling that the human had something in common with him, Noah finally agreed to take the human along with them. On the way, they saw several herds of zebras, which they called striped horses. Suddenly, some humans appeared, drinking water in that place. They thought humans were almost extinct, but it turned out there were still many of them, living like the animals in the forest. Noah would still go looking for his clan, and Raka would stay here, giving Noah Caesar's necklace. Suddenly, a masked troop appears, immediately attacking the humans to look for the kid. Noah felt sorry for the kid who was being chased, so he wanted to help. The kid entered the wheat field, so the gorilla sent his troops to surround the field. Suddenly, the kid shouted. With Raka's help, they were able to get away from the raiders. Managing to escape, Noah and Raka were surprised because the kid could talk, even shouting Noah's name. She said that her name was May. She said that there were some humans who could talk like her, but they were all murdered by the raiders. All this time, May was silent because she had to protect herself. Noah was annoyed because May should have been honest from the start if she could talk, but in the end, Noah was kind enough to give her his mother's blanket. At night, Noah was repairing electric batons. They then continued their journey and arrived at a bridge over a very fast river. When they wanted to cross, they were suddenly ambushed by the gorilla and his troops, so the fight could not be avoided anymore. May fell, and Raka helped her. Unfortunately, Raka was swept away into the river, and Noah also lost in the fight. In the end, Noah and May were caught by the gorilla, taken to a place where there were lots of apes. The shipwreck was the place where all the monkeys were gathered. There, Noah reunited with his mother, Anaya, and Suna. On the other hand, May was taken to a room containing a lot of human belongings. It turned out that the room belonged to a man named Trevethan, a human who has allied himself with the apes and served Proximus, Ape King. May hated Trevethan because he allied with the Ape clan. Turns out, May didn't like the Ape clan. This is Proximus, the current Ape King. He kidnapped apes from various clans and made them his subordinates. Proximus was very obsessed with Caesar. He even thought that he was Caesar, so he called himself Proximus to Czar. Proximus ordered the apes to open a gate in that place. It was thought that there was something very valuable in it. They had been trying for months, but till now, they still couldn't open it. That's why they brought May to this place. Trevethan wanted May to open the place. Meanwhile, Noah talked to Suna. That's when Noah was called by Proximus to go to his room. May and Trevethan were also there, and now Anea was Proximus' personal assistant. Proximus conveyed his vision of wanting to evolve the apes to be strong like ancient humans who could do everything, such as flying and other skills. Proximus believed that behind the gate they could gain knowledge. However, May said it was impossible for them to open that gate. But Proximus' stupid subordinates actually killed all May's friends, even though they could have taken them prisoner so they could dig up more information. At this time, May was the only one left, so, like it or not, May had to open it. Besides, Proximus also wanted to work with Noah, because he knew that Noah was a smart monkey. Proximus tried to talk to Noah, saying that his aim in taking hostage all the 8 clans is to make their kingdom. They were unable to trust humans, and he knew that May actually came here to take something behind the gate. It was something that could make humans smart and strong. Noah's mother gave up on this situation because they couldn't do anything in Proximus' place. That's when Noah's father's eagle came over, making Noah encourage himself to fight Proximus and free his clan. That night, Noah came to May's room, wanting to know what she was really looking for in this place. May asked Noah for help so she could take the object inside the gate, and it was something that could make humans smart and able to talk again. May also told the history of why apes became smart and could talk, and it was because the human-made virus. Because Noah didn't like Proximus' dictatorship, he finally wanted to help May getting the book, and also destroying the place. Noah took Suna and Anea to help him climb the cliff, because to enter that place, they had to climb a steep cliff. Initially, they prepared explosives, then they placed several explosives in the dam so that it would flood the place when it was blown up later. Trevethan caught them, but May said that this place wasn't Trevethan's place. However, because Trevethan didn't want to cooperate, in the end, May was forced to strangle him. After placing the explosives, they went straight up the steep cliff, trying to enter the room. They entered through the air tunnel, and when they were looking around, it turned out that the place was a military base. May turned on the electricity in that place, making Noah and the others confused and amazed because humans could build a place like this. Noah and the others then entered the children's play area, seeing toys and even a book that shows that in the past, monkeys were only animals in the zoos. On the other hand, May managed to find the object she was looking for, a satellite key. Besides, she also found a gun. After that, they immediately went out, passing through various tanks. May would open this door, and when that happened, Noah had to run to look for his clan. They were greeted by Proximus, who was amazed to see this place. Here, Proximus was disappointed with Noah, who believed in humans, so Proximus was forced to kill Suna and Noah's clan. May shot Proximus' troops who wanted to kill Suna using her gun. This made Proximus amazed by the gun, and he let May go as long as he could get something like that in this place. May didn't want Proximus to misuse human weapons, so she decided to blow up the bomb, causing the place to flood. Water began to flood the place, and with great difficulty, Noah and his clan ran to save themselves to the top of that place. Noah led his clan to go out through the air tunnel. At that time, the gorilla came after Noah, so a fight broke out between them. Noah was clever enough, so he was able to outwit the gorilla, making him get stuck in the water. Finally, Noah managed to get out and was greeted by his clan. However, Proximus was also there. Proximus was annoyed, so he beat Noah continuously. He said that Noah wouldn't be able to destroy his kingdom. Proximus told Noah to wake up as a fellow ape, so that he could fight Noah fairly. Noah sang the song, summoning the eagle. It made all of Noah's clans sing along, making the eagles came attack Proximus. In the end, Proximus died, falling into the sea, and Noah has now succeeded in becoming a leader, replacing his father. Noah managed to bring all his friends back home, and they could live happily again. May came to say goodbye to Noah, and Noah finally found out that humans don't want to share the world with the apes. Noah also said that he would rebuild the planet of Ape. They would be much stronger, but still have compassion. If Raka were here, he would definitely tell us how Caesar overcame this and made humans and apes live in harmony. May was moved and gave up her intention to shoot Noah. Noah then gave Caesar's necklace to her, and May finally left. Noah went to take Suna to a place they had never been to. On the other hand, May took the key to a laboratory headquarters where humans lived. Turns out there were still many intelligent people who survived the virus, but they couldn't do anything because the communication device no longer existed. That's why they used the key to turn on the satellite, looking for a signal. Finally, there were other humans who responded to them, and they were also looking for other survivors. On the other hand, Noah took Suna to a telescope to look at the star he saw before. The end.